For this tutorial, we're going to use the Seed Studio XIAO ESP32S3 Sense dev board. This board contains a yellow LED and an ESP32 cam capable camera. First, we're going to configure the ESP32 in STA mode. Then we'll configure a GPIO widget to toggle the onboard LED. And then we'll configure the camera on the dev board. So first, we'll start with the connection. We'll pull the Wi-Fi widget and configure it in STA mode. And so in STA mode, we'll need SSID and then a password. And then we always usually start with a page, so we'll pull a page. And we'll call the page yellow LED. And then we'll pull a GPIO widget, which will control the LED. So we'll just label this widget yellow LED. And if we look at the hardware for the dev board, the LED is at GPIO 21. So say GPIO pin 21, configured as an output, no pull-ups. And on this board, active low will set. Initially it'll be off, and there's no update interval. So now we will connect the widget to our page, and let's see how this looks. So there's a preview. Okay, and now let's try to flash it to the device. So we'll generate the code first, and then we'll compile. And there are any number of boards that you can choose from. So this is the one we're using today. Okay, so now we can see our dev board and our image here, and then we're going to use our iPhone simulator to connect to it to test it. So I've already figured out which address was assigned to the board. So let's just go ahead and connect to it. Okay, so let's see if it worked. And you can see we can toggle the yellow LED on the board. So next, let's try the camera. So now let's add to our project. Okay, so now next we'll pull in the widget camera module. And we'll put it on a separate page. So we'll pull in another page. And this page we'll call camera. And we'll change its route. And when we're using multiple pages, we need a container for each of the pages. So we use a header to act as a container. And you'll see when you pull out the header that it has both pages in it. So for the first page, we'll have the yellow LED. And then for the second page, we'll have the camera. And if you want, you can have a title at the top of each page. So let's preview that to see what it looks like. So here there's the header, and then you'll notice now we have a menu. And so for the first page we have the yellow LED, and then for the second page we'll have the camera. So of course it can't show a live camera, so for now it's just showing the description. So now let's generate the code for this and flash it. Oops, before I do that, we actually have to connect our camera. Then we'll flash it to the device. And let's see if it worked. So we'll go back to our phone, refresh the page. Oh, sorry, I forgot to configure the appropriate camera. So let's change the camera board to that. And let's recompile it. And flash it to the device. So let's go back to our simulator and refresh the page. And here we have it. So on the first page we have our yellow LED. So let's see if that's still working. That's still working for the LED. And now let's try the camera. So let's go to the menu, select camera. And so this is just a quick demonstration of how easy it is to set up connectivity, toggle the GPIO, and then manage the camera. Thanks for watching.